It was the dead of winter when a group of friends decided to embark on an adventure into the heart of the forest. Among them were Alex, the brave and adventurous leader Sarah, his loyal and quick-witted girlfriend Mark, the skeptic who always had a logical explanation for everything, and Lisa, the thrill seeker who was always up for a challenge. Their destination? An abandoned house deep within the woods, rumored to be haunted by the spirits of those who once lived there. As they trudged through the snow-covered forest, the air grew colder and the trees seemed to close in around them, casting eerie shadows that danced in the dim light of the setting sun. Despite their initial excitement, a sense of unease began to settle over the group as they approached the dilapidated house. The house loomed before them, its windows shattered and its doors hanging off their hinges. The wind whispered through the trees, creating an otherworldly chorus that sent shivers down their spines. But Alex, ever the daredevil, led the way, his friends following close behind. Once inside, the group split up to explore the decrepit rooms. Sarah and Alex ventured upstairs, while Mark and Lisa remained on the ground floor. As they searched, they couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, as if unseen eyes followed their every move. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream echoed through the house, freezing them in their tracks. Rushing to the source, they found Sarah standing at the top of the stairs, her face pale as she pointed to a dark figure disappearing into the shadows. It was a ghost, she stammered, her voice trembling with fear. Mark scoffed, dismissing her claim as a trick of the light or a figment of her imagination. But as they continued to explore, strange things began to happen. Objects moved on their own, cold drafts swept through the rooms, and whispers echoed in the darkness. As night fell, the temperature plummeted, and the group huddled together for warmth. But their attempts to light a fire were futile, as if the house itself resisted their efforts to ward off the cold. And then they heard the sound of footsteps, slow and deliberate, coming from the depths of the house. Terrified, they retreated to the safety of the living room, where they huddled together in the flickering light of their flashlight. But as the night wore on, their fear grew, until it consumed them entirely. Just when they thought they couldn't take it anymore, they heard a voice, a faint, distant whisper that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. "Leave this place," it said, its words echoing in their minds. "Leave before it's too late." With trembling hands, they gathered their belongings and fled into the night, leaving the abandoned house behind them. As they emerged from the forest, they looked back one last time, half expecting to see the dark figure watching them from the shadows. But the house remained silent and still, its secrets buried deep within its decaying walls. And as they walked away, they knew they would never forget the terror they experienced in the heart of the winter forest.